another live stream after a very long time. Sorry, guys, I was a little busy with my mom. So now we're back and we're gonna have a live Lightroom editing session like you guys had requested. And very kindly, Sahil and Harini have submitted their photos to me to edit. And here I'm using Lightroom and I will demonstrate to you live how I edit my photos. And hope you guys are having a good time and you guys are safe and sound. We'll be starting at 3:30 sharp, as I had stated before that the live stream will begin at 3:30. Till then, if you guys have any questions or you want to say something to me, you can do that. Thank you so much for your support, guys, and thank you so much for waiting. I know it's been quite long since I've gone live. Thank you for understanding. And yeah, we are going to do that right away. We will start in 5 minutes sharp. Um, we have these three photos. Only three photos are there, guys. We will not take much time. And if you guys have any questions, may take some time in that. But otherwise, it's gonna go smooth. And do let me know what you want to watch next on my channel. If you have any recommendations, like Harini recommended this video to me that I do a live Lightroom editing session. Hi Sahil, thank you for joining. Uh, since you're here, should I start editing your photo or you want to wait till it's 3:30? And I'm terribly sorry I had to reschedule this because my mom was not well, so that's why now she's fine. So we will have the session now. Thank you so much for your patience. Yeah, we'll wait till 3:30 and then we will start. I hope you guys are doing fine and you are safe at home. I'll keep this down while I edit. I don't think you need to see me, you just need to see your photos. What compositions we should use in indoor photography? What do you mean by indoor photography? You mean portraits or you mean architecture of interiors? What do you mean by indoor photography? You mean portraits or food? What kind of genre are you looking at? Anyway, whatever genre you may look, the simplest thing when you are a beginner is to try the rule of thirds. Try to apply the rule of thirds in whichever ways that you can. First, you start with rule of thirds so that you don't get confused. It's the easiest, composition tip that you can begin with. Uh, Start with the rule of thirds. Okay, then gradually, like I've made a lot of tutorials on the different rules of composition. Like, and next month I'm gonna have another one on golden triangles. There are many rules. There's like endless. So many rules are there, but to begin, start with the rule of thirds. Try to imagine, divide your frame into a 3 by 3 grid and place your subjects along the side. Start doing that first, and then slowly you will get the knack of the other rules as you are doing. If you are a beginner, rule of thirds first, then you think about any other rule. Then there are many rules. There's rule of odds, rule of space, frame within a frame. There's also symmetry, which is against the rule of thirds, which goes like, if suppose you are photographing the Taj Mahal, and the Taj Mahal, since it's a symmetrical structure, the rule of thirds may not look nice there. Like your monument is on one side and the rest of the space can be blank. So there we can use symmetry to show how magnificent and symmetrical it is. So I've made a lot of tutorials about that. I'll link it later when this live session is over. Various rules are there. Even when you will Google and all, you will find so many rules, so many laws of composition, and they all come from paintings. So, a good way is to study paintings. We study the work of other photographers, that's also something that you can do. So, you can, try to study some paintings of, famous painters who were there all this while, how they used to compose their paintings, because that's a different thought process altogether. And once you start studying that, automatically somewhere in your mind, it kind of fits that, okay, this is how we should place the subject, this is where I should place my objects, or whatever. So start studying other photographers' work or other painters' work. You'll find lots on Google, on YouTube, and yeah, you can do that. Like every month, at least one photographer, I try to study how their work, how they used to click. When you're doing it, you will feel nothing is going inside your head. That what is this? I'm just looking at pictures. It's nothing is going inside. But when then you're on the field, you just recollect that, array, I've seen this somewhere, and I can maybe take a shot in a similar way using that same style. You can do that. It kind of sets in your subconscious, and you just start clicking in that way. So do that. Definitely, you can do that. Uh, how are you feeling as 5K plus subscriber YouTube content creator? Seriously, there's no difference as such. It's the same. I'm just making videos and putting them out. There's no difference as such for me. Between 1000 and 5000, there's seriously no difference. Anyway, now it's 3:30. So let's start editing. Since Sahil is here, I'll edit his photograph first. I'll put my image somewhere in the side. Okay, first image Sahil has given is a portrait of a baby. Okay, and if I look at the EXIF looks good. The histogram also looks good. It's properly exposed, and I like the angle of this shot. I'm going to the edit pen. I like the angle of this shot. You actually clicked it at the baby's eye level, so he looks nice and cute. Um, but one thing you can do is mind the background. The background in this photo is a bit cluttered. Behind you can see all those, those wall, and that uh, some trees and all are there in the background, and the trees coming, you know, behind his head. You mind the background also when you are clicking, and also one hand of the baby, this right hand, one's finger is getting cut. I know it's difficult, guys, when you're photographing babies, but if you take these steps, it can go a long way. And also, I can see that this photograph is a little tilted. It's a little ulta. So I'll just take this crop tool and just make it little less much. The hand is so cut, so I really cannot do anything about it. Yeah, just a little bit. So I've rotated this image. Uh, Next, now let me edit it. I'm not going to bother with the presets today. The Lightroom app has a lot of presets that you can use and just get done with your image, but I don't want to do that today. I want to edit this image from scratch. So I'm going to exit the presets and show you how I edit it as though it was a complete software from scratch. So I go to light, just exposure a little bit, 0.15 around, not much, little contrast, reduce highlights, increase, oh sorry, increase the shadows, reduce whites. This is like my basic settings. Increase the blacks, image then becomes little brighter. Okay, that's it. I'll go to the color tab. In color, I want this image to be nice and warm, so I will increase the temperature just a little bit. Don't do it too much, because when I do it too much, see it starts getting very unnatural. Don't play with it too much. Around 5 or 10 is fine. You don't need to stretch it. Just this much. 10th, I will make this little towards the pink side. In tint, if you go to the left, your image becomes green, and to the right, your image becomes pink. So little towards the pink because this baby is also wearing a pink dress, and since the background is green, so maybe if I add some pinks, it may kind of reduce the greens also. Increase vibrance, little bit of saturation. Okay. I can also go to the color mix here. In color mix, you can like set the intensities of each color separately. Here I can see a lot of pink because this baby is wearing pink, and yellows, as this was shot in daylight, and some oranges. So I'll go to the pink color and maybe increase the pinks a bit so that color comes out more. Each color you can set how intense you want it. Yellows, yellows also I can set the yellow tone the way I want it to. Again, don't play with it too much or else your image may end up looking unnatural. Just a little bit to adjust how my image looks. Okay, and I go to orange. Just increase a little bit. Okay, then I'm done. I go to my effects, increase texture, clarity, dehaze. I don't think I need it here because this image does not have any haze. Dehaze is mostly used if you suppose you click an image and it's very misty or there's smoke around, so you can kind of reduce that. Here I don't see any smoke or any haze, so I don't think I need it. Vignette, I can add a vignette, meaning a slight border kind of a thing to the image so that uh, my attention is only on the baby and not on this surrounding wall and this things. Okay, let's go to detail and just sharpen it a bit. Okay, optics. Oh, sorry. Optics. I will just reduce chromatic aberration. Okay, this is done. And I'm done. I don't think I need to edit any more. Okay, let's go to the comparison. This was the original. This is the new one. Not edited it much. I've just increased the temperature, brought out the pink colors in the image, increased the brightness and contrast. It's a good image, very bright baby, very cute, all that. Uh, but just the background could have been a little better. Then this image would have looked very cool. Okay, now we go to the next one. We go to this lizard image that Sahil has sent. It's an oriental garden lizard. I think this is the female one. Nice pose. Now since this I can make it slightly tighter crop. what? Huh. Oh wait, let us first check the settings. So silly of me. Go to info. Ah, 1 by 200 seconds, f6, ISO 200. It's fine. Settings are good. Let's see the histogram. Yeah, histogram also looks good to me. Good job here. I like this image. Also clicked at eye level. Good. Just give it a tighter crop. Like here I'm using the rule of thirds. I will place the eye exactly where those lines meet. It looks more natural to the eye. I don't know. This is kind of like a rule. It automatically, the eye catches your attention. Okay, cool. Okay, and go to the, no, not to the presets. To light, increase exposure a little bit only, not too much because it's properly exposed. I don't need to play with it much. Little contrast, reduce highlights. I can see there's some this highlight of the sunlight on its neck, which I can kind of reduce. Bring out the shadows, reduce whites, increase blacks. Cool. Next, color. Here I can see a lot of green, definitely, and some yellow and some orange because it's in sunlight. So I'll only fidget with these three colors. First, let's go to the temperature. I think we can give this a little towards the negative, just this much. Let me increase the pinks here because this has too many greens already. Hmm. By reducing the greens, kind of the animal uh, stands out a bit. Increase vibrance, saturation. Okay, go to color mix. The pink color for, sorry, green color. Pink color was for the baby. This is a lizard. Uh, Increase it a bit. Whichever shade you like, guys, you can take your sliders towards that. However, the scene was looking to you when you went there, you can kind of imagine it and adjust your colors accordingly. There is no wrong or right. There's no need to copy anybody. Just follow how you could visualize that scene. Okay, orange colors, little saturation, luminance. Okay, done. Effects, texture, just increasing them a little bit only. It makes a huge difference. Dehaze, again, I don't see any haze here. Bring it back to zero. I can add a vignette so that my eyes are drawn to the middle where my lizard is. Okay, these are vignette controls. I don't want to play with them. I'm happy with this vignette the way it is. Detail, sharpen it a bit. Optics, remove chromatic aberration. Okay, we are done. We go to the versions. I have given it a tighter crop, reduced the highlights a bit, and given a slight magenta tone to the image. That's it. Go back, and the last photo for the day is by Harini, is again of a cute baby uh, amongst all these plants. Now there's one debate. You could have clicked this the way Sahil clicked, actually taking it at the eye level of the baby. But then maybe you could not show these plants. So this is very subjective. Yeah, you could have done it, but yeah, you can now show that the baby is so small and those plants are so many scattered everywhere. It's a cute image. But here I would like to crop it. I don't want to show this bucket side. So I'm gonna make it a custom crop. Take it a little from this side. Remove this part. Just focus on the baby and a few plants. That's it. This looks better to me. I like the environment, the focus. Also, the baby is wearing a nice green dress, which again complements this image. Very green baby, light. Now I think this image requires only a little bit exposure again, not too much. It's quite well exposed. Little bit, just this much contrast. I can see there's a lot of highlights on the baby's face, so I can reduce that. Shadows increase, whites decrease. Okay, okay. Bye, Sahil. Take care. I'll see the photos once this is finished. Increase the blacks. Okay. Next we go to color. I like the temperature is short. I don't think I need to play with this slider, so I'll keep it at 0. Tint also I'm quite happy. I don't want to make it too pink or too green. I'll keep it as is. Uh, I'll increase the vibrance and saturation. Wait, I think I can adjust the colors also. I will adjust the pinks and maybe the greens. I go to green, to green. Yeah, this much. It's fine. Saturating the bit. Ah, the pinks, I can see these spots are pink, so I can make it slight variation in the pinks also. And maybe the yellows, not orange. You can adjust all the colors, guys, but I personally like to do only 3 colors and adjust those, and then later, if I need to, I only fidget with the rest. Only take 3 main colors that I can see in the image and I adjust those only. Okay, effects, increase texture, clarity, and dehaze. Again, I don't think there's any haze here. done detail, I will sharpen this image a bit. Optics, remove chromatic aberration. It takes time to load. Okay, loaded. Go to my versions. This is the original. I've just given it a tighter crop and enhanced the greens of this image and brought down the highlights so that the green environment and this baby really comes out. Okay, okay. Images are all edited. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me. I've edited all three images and I will send you very soon. Hello, Mr. Crazy. Thank you so much for joining in. And do send me your images, guys. I will definitely try to make them in the next live streams that I have. And also let me know what you want to watch next. Do you want such editing sessions only, or you want any basic photography sessions? Whatever you want, you can let me know, guys. Hello, Rajkumar Das. Thank you so much for joining in. Uh, if anybody has any questions, they can. I'll wait for 5 more minutes if there are no questions. Or you want to say something to me, whatever may be there in your mind, guys. It's okay. It may be stupid questions. Of all ask stupid questions in our life, and that's how we learn. So you can ask whatever is there in your mind regarding photography or otherwise. It's fine. And also let me know when, how frequently you want these live streams. I've kept them like once a month or max to max twice a month. If you want them more frequently, how do you want the pace of the channel to go, you can definitely tell me. It's hot. And whatever you, even in general, if you have any video suggestions to me, you can let me know now so that I can have a look at them. Okay, we'll wait for some more time and then call it a day. And you can also definitely try using those and show you my workflow there. Guys, do you have any questions? Wait for 2 more minutes and then I will call it a day. Wait till 3:55 and then we can call it a day. Thank you everybody for joining in. Okay, guys, since there are no more questions, I think I can call it a day. Thank you so much for joining in. It's you guys' support that I've been able to make these live streams for you guys. And do drop your suggestions down below in the comments what I should go live about next or what you want to watch next. Thank you so much for joining in, guys, and take care. Bye.